Welcome to this knowledge sharing session on buying, selling, and lighting cooperative condos in beautiful Gothenburg. Let's dive right in. To start your real estate project, download the Hemnet mobile application. It's the main platform that allows you to search for available condos, book visits, and check previous sale prices. It's your ultimate tool for finding your dream home. Unfortunately, the app is in Swedish. I hope this video can give you some tips on how to navigate on this app. Let's take Vasastan as an example. Choose the district Vasastan and the type of house. I leave all tabs there. Next, define your price range and minimum surface. In the Vasastan district, we currently have several apartments available, each with different prices. Let's start by selecting the cheapest one and clicking on it for more details. Here are some basic information about the selected apartment: size, bedrooms, monthly charge, available visit time. By clicking on the apartment, you will find additional photos and more detailed information. You can also monitor the final sale price by subscribing here. View its location on the map and check the floor plan. Scrolling down, you will find information about the year it was built, the floor it's located on, and whether or not there is an elevator in the building. The term upgift refers to the monthly charge, which typically includes heating and water. Sometimes it may also cover internet and TV services, but this varies for each apartment. Additionally, there is the Driftskostnad, which refers to the operating cost. Usually, this includes electricity expense, but it can also include insurance and water charges. The specific may differ for each apartment. To book a visit, simply click the provided button. However, if you prefer, you can also add the visit time simply to your calendar to serve as a reminder without necessarily booking. Note that visits can be cancelled and those who weren't registered were not informed. The app will also provide you with similar apartments in the vicinity, allowing you to explore more options. Furthermore, you can view the previous buying prices of the apartment or those in the same neighborhood. If you are planning to purchase a cooperative condo, which means you only buy the right of residence but not the property yourself, it's a special thing in Sweden because here is association which manages the whole apartment block instead of yourself. So pay attention to this. It's important to consider several fees. Let's go through them. First of all, down payment. The down payment is typically a percentage of the purchase price. Normally, it amounts to 15% of the total price. But some banks may offer loans to cover this portion of the payment as well, if they think your financial situation is good. So check with them. My bank proposed to me this option. Apart from the down payment, there are other expenses to keep in mind. These may include banking service fee. This fee is associated with the banking service required for the transaction. And also, if you're not their customer, you may need to pay for opening your account. There is also interest payments. Check this Nordea Bank's link about their interest rate. I'd say 5% is the rate now. Additionally, keep in mind that there is a 30% deduction on tax for interest. That makes your interest eventually become 3.5%. Transfer charge and pledge fee. This is for the association subscription, and it's a once payment when you buy. Last one is early payoff penalty. This is a punishment banks charge you when you want to pay off your housing loan before the agreed upon term. Some websites say this is not allowed for floating rate loan, but check with the bank to make sure you can pay them upfront. When selling a cooperative condo, there are several fees to take into account. First one is agency commission. Here in Sweden, it's always sold by a real estate agency. To get a better idea of the commission rates, I reached out to 2 agents and also consulted with a friend who recently sold her apartment. For a 1-bedroom condo, the commission usually falls within the range of 45,000 to 55,000 crown, while condos with 2 or 3 bedrooms may see the commission increase to around 55,000 to 70,000 crown. Next, tax on surplus. If you earn a surplus on the sales of your cooperative condo, you will be required to pay a tax on the income generated. Specifically, the tax amounts to 30% of 2020 over 30 of the surplus. I put the tax agency website in the show notes. You can check how to calculate the gain or loss. What if you lost money? Well, there is a tax deduction on loss. You can subtract 50% of the loss from your taxable income. If you are considering renting out your cooperative condo, there are a few important factors to keep in mind. Typically, the rental duration for this kind of condo is 1 year, with a maximum limit of 2 or 3 years. After each year, it's necessary to negotiate with the association for an extension. By the way, sometimes we also call associations boards. It's better to ask your agent when buying and also check your board's financial report to make sure there is no extra expense ongoing. The agent normally has the report. When renting out your condo, it's essentially to calculate the vacancy risk in and also the fees for check-in and check-out, as well as potential costs for cleaning services. Making a decision to buy a property can be challenging for foreigners, especially when the duration of our stay in this city is uncertain. The negotiations with the association, the management of check-ins and check-outs, the 1-year rule, and agent fees make short-term buying seem less profitable. Additionally, with the current interest rate at around 5% and the housing price not consistently rising, it adds to the complexity. To illustrate the points discussed in this video, let's look at an example together. So, imagine the price of the apartment is 2 million kron, and I would need a minimum down payment of 300,000 kron to obtain a loan of 1.7 million kron from the bank. With an interest rate of 5% and a 30% interest tax deduction, the monthly interest payment would amount to around 4,500 crown. The mandatory 2% loan value amortization would be approximately 3,000 crown per month. Considering banking fees, monthly charges, operating costs, and furniture expenses, I've made certain assumptions. Assuming I live in the apartment for 12 months and rent it out for another 12 months, but only have tenants for 10 months, I've set the monthly rent at 12,000 crown. When it comes time to sell the apartment, I would need to pay the broker a fee of 50,000 crown. If I were to sell the house at the same price of 2 million crown and pay off my loan and the broker, I would incur a loss of 50,000 crown. However, I can subtract half of this loss from my taxable income, resulting in a tax refund of 7.5 thousand crown. After factoring in all expenses, rental income, and amortization, I would have spent a total of 120,000 crown within 2 years. Now let's consider the scenario of renting instead. In that case, I would pay a total of 140,000 crown in rent over the same period, which means 12,000 crown per month for 12 months. The difference between renting and buying the selling is only 20,000 crown. If we sell the house 5% above the original price, in this scenario, the profit would be around 50,000 crown. However, if we sell the house at 5% below the original price, we will have 35,000 crown loss. I will provide this table in the show notes. Okay, this is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. See you next time. Bye bye.